Today we'll see like how to install Jenkins by using a Docker image in a Linux server. So here these steps we will follow. I can see install Jenkins by using Docker image in a Linux box. So first step is to create the AWS instance. First we need a Linux box, right? So we will create that Linux box by using AWS instance. Then we'll install Docker, then we'll install Docker Compose, then we'll install Jenkins. So we'll see step by step, and you can easily follow these steps to install Jenkins. So now the first step is to create an instance where we will have Linux. So this is my AWS console. So don't worry if you don't have AWS console, you can easily create it. It's pretty simple. So this is my AWS console. So we'll create one Linux instance here. So let's go to CW dashboard, then come down here, we'll click on launch instance. So here in the first step we have to choose our AMI. So here we need a Linux server, so we can choose like Amazon Linux 2, Red Hat. So here I will go for CentOS. So let's search for CentOS. So this one is free tier, so I'll go for it. This is CentOS 7. Okay, so continue. So again here for instance type, like how the CPU will be, what will be the memory, and so for this I will choose again the free tier, which is T2 micro. Then you don't change anything here, keep it as it is. Then go for storage. So 8 GB will be enough, so just click on this like delete and termination. It will be helpful when you will complete your task and terminate the instance. So click this delete and termination, then add tags. So tag will help you like to know your instance, like your Jenkins or anything else you have, so that in the console you can like differentiate between different instances. So here it will be name. I will give it a Jenkins box. Okay, so we'll configure security group. So let's create a new one. New security group, like new SG. Sorry. So the first one, like this is a Linux box. Okay, so you must have known like we need a SSH port to log in to this Linux box. So what I will do is here I will choose it anywhere so that anyone can access it. So let's review on launch. click on launch. Okay, here choose existing key pair, or you can create a new one. So we'll see how to create a new key pair. Oh, it will be new key pair. So download key pair. So now we will launch the instance. So it's taking time. Meantime, we'll copy this to a folder. It's downloaded into your system, so we'll copy it. So I have already a folder, so I will copy it here. This is my key pair folder, so I will copy it here. Okay, then remember the name, like new key pair.pem. So this is the PEM file for key pair. So now I will choose the existing key pair, like new key pair, then I acknowledge. Something is stuck. Click on launch. So you can create a new key pair. Then I'll click my key pair, download key pair. Okay, it's already maybe exist in my system. Test key pair. So download key pair. Then click on launch instance. So let's go for view instances. So this is our system, Linux box. So this state is pending. Let's wait for some time. Now it's running. Now we'll wait for this status check. it should be green. So meantime, let's see the IP. Okay, so we'll copy this key pair to my existing key pair folder here. So remember the name is test key pair, and the key pair is a PAM file. So this is our IP. So now the thing is how we'll access this server. So this is the IP, and we'll use PuTTY to access the Linux server. So first we'll use PuTTY to generate the ppk file to which we will use to access the Linux box by using PuTTY. So first open PuTTY. So you can easily download putty.exe and puttygen.exe from Google. So I already have it. So let's open PuTTY, and now click on load. So here it's already chosen as ppk, so change it to all files. Then you can see your key pair like test key pair.pem. Select it and open. Okay, now you save the private key. You click on yes, then give the name of test. Test key pair ppk. Click on save. Then close it. Here if you open, then you can see the ppk file. So now open PuTTY, then we'll copy this IP. This is the public IP, so by using this we can access the server. So this is copied, then paste it here, then SSH, go for authentication. Here I will choose the ppk file. Click on the ppk file, then open. Okay, so remember the steps. First in the session I will copy this IP. Here already the port is 22. Okay, so and in under SSH we will go into auth, then here I will browse the ppk file, then I will click on open. Yes, so here the question is which user ID we will use to log in into the system. So in any system, if you don't know the default user ID, then simply you can write root, then hit enter, then you can see this is the user CentOS. So I will take a duplicate session. Okay, then we will use the CentOS user ID. Okay, login. So now it's able to log in into the system. So this, if you see in the steps, so we created one AWS instance which is CentOS 7. So this is completed. So now we will install Docker. So before going for the Docker installation, you should have internet connection from the system. So let's test that. So you can able to ping google.com. So you have connection to internet. So then we'll install Docker. So in Google we'll Docker for center. Click on this one, Docker documentation. So here you can see this is installed CentOS. You can see as per the OS. So we have CentOS, so we'll go for the steps. So this is the first step, so copy it, run it onto your system. You can simply click right click so that it will be copied, then enter. It will take some time. The next step is to run this command, so we'll wait until it's complete. Completed, so we'll run this second step. So this is also completed. So now we'll go for the next step. So that will be to see like if you need to install any specific version. You can run this. Just copy to this, then copy, then run it here. You simply click on yes. Again click on yes. So now this is completed. Okay, if you can see this successful message like complete. So now Docker is successfully installed. So what we'll do is we'll start the service. sudo systemctl start docker. We will see the enable part later. So first start the docker. So now it started. So if you see docker yes, so now the docker is started. So what will happen if we shut down or restart this Linux box? So the service will be also be shut down, right? So what we'll do is we'll enable this service on boot process, like it will be enabled when the system will be up. So this is the command. We can run these commands. Okay, so this is created. So now if you see, right, docker is started or not, simply write this command docker ps. You can note down this process, the commands, these commands. Okay, so we got one error. So this is simply a permission error, like we have the user CentOS. So this CentOS should be a part of Docker group, which currently it's not in Docker group. So we will like add it in Docker group. So the command is to use user mode. So we are telling that use the command user mode to add the user forward into group docker, and the user ID is CentOS. So this is the command. We will use the send user mode, add the user CentOS into group docker. Oh, now we will see docker ps. Okay, sorry, docker ps. Oh, again it's having some issue. Like what we have to do is we have to log out. Then we will again log in and see if that error is still there. Okay, I need the IP. Here you can load it, actually save it. Okay, having some issue. Okay, copy this, then go for SSH. We'll follow the same step. We'll browse the pk file. Okay, now send west. And now the command is working or not. Now it's working. So if you get this output, then you can make sure that okay. So now we'll go to the third step, like to install Docker Compose. So in Google, Docker Compose installation. So go for the documentation, Docker documentation, then choose the Linux. Copy this command and run it. So if you run now Docker Compose, it's permission denied. So what we have to do is we have to give permission to the executable file Docker Compose. So now if you run this command, you can see the output. So in this system I already pulled the Jenkins image, so you can note down the command to pull the Jenkins image. So So this is the command to pull the Jenkins image. Okay, so you can simply run this command and it will be downloaded and it will be pulled to your system. So now if you see Docker images, you can see it's already done. So you can note down this command to pull the Jenkins image. So this is the fourth step. Now we'll go for the fifth step, like to create a compose file for Jenkins. Now if you do pwd, we are in this system. So here we will create one directory like Jenkins data. We'll go into that directory. So there is no file, we will create a file. So the file name will be like compose.yml. So the name is very like crucial, so keep it like docker-compose.yml. So here it's having some syntax, so we'll follow that. So first of all we'll write like version of the Docker compose file. So this is just a second, we'll use the version 3. Now we will mention the services we want to spin. So first of all we'll need the service Jenkins, so we'll mention that service. Then we'll mention the properties under Jenkins. So first under properties we'll mention the container name. So if you don't know about Docker, then don't worry, just follow the steps and syntax to make this file, create this file. So image, if you already seen, like pull from the command like this. So if you don't know, then you can simply just save. So just mention that only in the image property. Now we will give the ports. So here we will use the port 8080 to map into the Jenkins container of port 8080. So now next step is to use the volumes. In volumes we'll create one directory Jenkins. So I'll use the Jenkins home. So what does it mean? Like by default Jenkins use this path to store the data, but what we'll do is we are mentioning here, like whatever you write here in under var Jenkins home, just copy or sync it to our PWD, like Jenkins. Our PWD means we have created one directory Jenkins data, right? So up to that is the PWD. So we'll create another directory Jenkins home and copy those data under var Jenkins home to this Jenkins home. So this is what we are defining here. Space here. Okay, so we will see later like how useful this volume is. Now we will define the network. Like we are defining to use this network for this container. We will keep that. But before that, we need to define the network. Means we have to create a network. Then we can define it under this container. So before that we need to create that. So I think we are done. Just save this. So if you see once again, the version of this Docker compose file is free. Then we will mention the services, like what services we are going to use. Then we will use the Jenkins servers. Jenkins server. So for Jenkins server we will mention some properties name. So the container name is Jenkins. Image we are using the Jenkins/Jenkins, which we pull from Docker image. So the ports is 8080. So we are mapping it to 8080 of Docker container, and the volumes is this one. So after saving this file, we will create this directory. Then network, we are using net. Okay, we created the network net. Then we are defining it here. We are defining under this property so that this Jenkins container will use this network. So now we will save this. Now as you see it, like we will create this directory. Okay, now if you can see, we have this and this. So now we have the Docker compose file ready. Okay, so we have proper permission to this. Then we'll go for the next step. So we created Docker container. So to create a Docker container, so the command will be Docker compose -d. So by using Docker compose -d, so it is started now. So as you can see, it's using the net and creating Jenkins. Now you can see the service is started. Okay, you can see here the port is using is 8080. This is started. So now what I will do is like to see, okay, whether I can access it or not. I think I have to again take the port. Sorry, I have to take the IP. So something is wrong. I think it's maybe the server is not able to reach or something like that. Okay, you can see like it's too long to respond. The site cannot be reached. So let's do one thing. Let's ping the IP, whether you can able to ping it or not. So you are not able to ping, so how you can access that? So for ping, you need to like see whether anyone can ping this service or not. So for that we need to go to AWS console to redefine the property of this server. Okay, so this is your server. Go to security, then this is your security group. If you remember, while creating the instance, we have added one rule of SSH. Now we need more to ping. We'll add new role. So this will be custom ICMP IPv4. So this will be like from anywhere. Okay, then we'll add another rule for port, custom port. So the port will be 8080. Then from anywhere we need to access, so we are putting it anywhere. So mark it and change these rules, like we'll add one custom ICMP IPv4 and we'll add one custom TCP. So ICMP will be to ping to the particular IP, and this TCP is to connect to that port which we have mapped to Docker container. So we'll save these rules. Now this is saved. So now if you ping, you're able to ping, right? Because of that ICMP rule. Now if you access the IP port 8080, okay, now you are able to access, but here we need a password. So to get the password, you need to run the command docker logs if, like the container name is Jenkins. Here you can see the password. Please use the following password, proceed the installation. So copy it, then paste it here. Okay, you click on install suggested plugins. So it will take some time to install all the plugins. Allow it to complete. Don't close or shut down your system while it's proceeding. You can see the logs also, because you have run that command docker logs. So here you can see the logs. So don't shut down the system or disconnect. Let it be complete. can see folders done, timestamp are done, build timeout done, other things are processing. So now it's done. We'll see the next page where we will create the admin user ID. So here is the page. So it is to like create the first admin user. I am giving the password as admin. Here, full name Jenkins. Admin. Email address I will give Jenkins at jenkins.com. Okay, so this will be the default URL, so we can change it later. So now I'll start using Jenkins. So this is the Jenkins dashboard, and this is the Jenkins page. So here you can create job, you can see build history, you can manage Jenkins, so you can here do all the things. So in the next lesson I will like show you how to work on Jenkins, like how to create simple jobs and other things, like how to create different user and those things. So before before closing this session, I want to show like how we can start this service. If you comport stop, then it will be stopping Jenkins. Now if you hit this URL, you can see because the service is down. So now you have to start. Okay, so here the service is started. So what will happen, like if it's destroyed, like you want to destroy the whole things, you want to shut down. Okay, so if you want to destroy the file, then simply you can use the volume which you have created, this one under this. If you can see here, you can see all the things are here, so you can use this volume to again create the Jenkins. So here we have started the Jenkins, so simply you can hit log. You can see this login page, admin sign in. So this is the page. So I'm closing the first session, where for now in the next session we'll see like how to work on Jenkins. So in this session we have learned like how to install Jenkins by using a Docker image in a Linux system, and the Linux system we have created by using AWS instance. Okay, so thank you. After all your practice, you can terminate this instance which you have created in AWS console. So click on this, go to instance state, and you can terminate. So this is successfully terminated. So that's it. Thanks a lot.